Hi, my name's Mark Hempinstall from Training Link. In this video, I'm going to look at how the units fit together within the new AAT Qualifications 2022 specification. One of the key design features when drafting Quals 22 was the removal of duplicate assessment. Now, and this is a really important point for us to recognise. Although duplication of assessment has been removed, knowledge retention hasn't. Accounting is a building block subject. What a student learns on the very first day of their Level 2 AAT course will be used throughout their accounting studies. Sometimes it is possible that a student could start at Level 3 or even at Level 4. But just as duplicate assessment is being removed, providers are likely to remove duplicate delivery too. Therefore, it's now more important than ever that students are clear and honest with themselves about the depth of knowledge that they bring from prior qualifications or from experience in the workplace. So let's have a look at the structure, the units and the progression across the levels to demonstrate why it's important not to skip this basic knowledge. There are three main levels to the AAT accounting qualification structure: levels 2, 3 and 4. I'm also going to break this down into three learning strands: the financial accounting strand, the management accounting strand, and what I'm calling the general business unit strand. In Level 2, under the financial accounting strand, the first unit you're most likely to attempt will be Introduction to Bookkeeping. This gives you the basic underpinning knowledge of how an accounting system is formed, along with the rules and principles for recording accounting transactions. After taking the exam for this unit, you will move on to Principles of Bookkeeping Controls, which further extends those principles and processes gained in the first unit. Everything you have understood within that first unit now forms the basis for your understanding at this additional unit. Under the Management Accounting strand, we have Principles of Costing, where the bookkeeping units at this level ensured that we measure and record financial transactions accurately. This unit provides the understanding of costs and cost classification, which are the basic building blocks of management accounting, in the same way bookkeeping units do for the financial accounting. In the general business unit strand, we have business environment. This looks at economic factors, legal structures and some law that relates to owning and running a business. This unit is examined as part of the synoptic assessment at Level 2. In addition to the information contained in the business environment unit, the synoptic exam will also cover some aspects of Introduction to Bookkeeping and Principles of Bookkeeping Controls. Now, whilst this could be seen as repetition, these basic building blocks are so important to your future development and understanding that it's essential that we ensure your knowledge is sound before moving on to higher level study. At Level 3 under the financial accounting strand, there are also two units. Here, it's not only important that you retain the understanding from one unit to the next within a level, the knowledge gained at Level 2 now forms the basis of your studies at Level 3. We have financial accounting, preparing financial statements. As Principles of Bookkeeping Controls takes you up to trial balance and the identification of some potential accounting adjustments, this unit builds greater and deeper knowledge of accounting adjustments and moves on to preparing the financial statements. The final unit in this strand at Level 3 is Tax Process for Business. Now, this is an in-depth look at VAT. There are some topics within this unit that are brand new and some that are probably only covered in this unit. However, the underlying principles of bookkeeping still come through from Level 2 into this unit. The Management Accounting Techniques unit, that obviously comes under the Management Accounting strand. This develops from the basic building block principles of costing into more useful analytical techniques undertaken by a management or cost accountant. However, just as financial accounting can appear difficult if you can't identify if an account is an asset, liability, income or expense from your Level 2 studies, understanding the management accounting techniques at this level can be more difficult if you don't have the skills to identify and classify costs from Level 2. Finally, we've got business awareness. Now, this does build from the business environment unit. However, this is a standalone assessment as we only have a synoptic exam at Level 2 under the new qualification structure. On to Level 4, and the financial strand follows through to drafting and interpreting financial statements. This now takes us on to drafting the statements of limited companies and the production of consolidated accounts. You'll also need knowledge of the international accounting standards that govern the production of published accounting information and the skills to analyse and interpret the financial accounting statements. In the management accounting strand, we've got applied management accounting. Everything you've learned from the principles of costing at Level 2 through the management accounting techniques at Level 3 will have prepared you for this applied and in-depth look at the complex management accounting techniques used to improve the efficiency and productivity of an organisation. The final mandatory unit at this level under the General Business Unit strand is Internal Accounting Systems and Controls. This looks at other aspects of managing the accounting function within a business and looks at ways of identifying and managing risk. At Level 4 there will also be 2 optional units that you need to select. The available options are Credit and Debt Management, Cash and Financial Management, Audit and Assurance, Personal Tax, and finally Business Tax. Now, to some extent, we would like to teach you the end of the accounting process and then build back from the beginning with the underpinning knowledge needed to get you there, as this would give you a better understanding of where your earlier studies are leading. However, we do need to build up knowledge before we can get to these complex topics. That being said, I hope this graphic can give you some idea of all of these units and how they interlock. Understanding this will hopefully drive you to ensure that you take the opportunities at the lower levels to truly understand this subject of accounting. Understanding a topic will provide greater opportunity to remember and implement it. Exam technique is important, but just learning to pass an exam is ultimately, in my opinion, much harder when you consider the complexities and variety of businesses out there. I hope this helps you to decide this is the right path for you and helps you to plan for your future, both as a student and as an accountant.